Guys, it's Dazzle today. For my actual upload today, I'm bringing you a little how-to video on how to use OBS for streaming and recording purposes. I had a few people that have asked me, how do you use OBS? I've downloaded it, but it's not really user-friendly. I can't really figure out what exactly I'm doing, so I'm going to kind of give you a little rundown of just kind of the basics and just a little example of what to do. So here we go. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started with this. So basically, first thing first, I'm going to put a link to the OBS website in the description of this. And for this little tutorial, I'm using the multi-platform version of OBS. A lot of people use just the standard Windows version. And actually, when I'm streaming now, I've moved to use that because the multi-platform version, although I personally think it's a little bit easier to get started on, it's a little bit more self-explanatory, it's not as supported and it has some issues, and especially if you're running a computer that isn't the fastest computer in the world, it kind of struggles a little bit with keeping your CPU usage kind of low, where the supported Windows version is a little bit better. But for all intents and purposes of this tutorial, I'm going to use the multi-platform version, excuse me, because it's a little bit easier. So go ahead and download it. You know how all that works. Install it. Blah blah blah. Bring it up, or open it up, and this is the first scene you're going to get. Now, you can see here where my cursor is that there is already two things that are here for you, which I will get to those later. But first things first, you need to come over here to this list that says scenes. You click the plus, and you can name this whatever you want. Let's call it, oh, I don't know, PC streaming. All right, so you can make as many scenes as you want, name them different things. You can use them, so let's say you're recording or streaming on your Xbox or PS4, you can make a different scene for that from when you're streaming or recording on your computer, so on and so forth, whatever. You could even make a different scene if you are for when you're recording compared to when you're just streaming. So it's completely up to you. It's pretty customizable. All you have to do is just click between them and it'll automatically switch it for you. So the next important thing is this second list, sources. This is mostly where we're going to focus for the entire tutorial for the most part. I'm going to gear this a lot more towards the streaming side just because I know that OBS is almost exclusively used for streaming. I know you can record with it, but pretty much it's used for streaming. Now, I'm not going to show you how to make an overlay entirely. I mean, it's one of those things you kind of just have to either buy one or learn how to do it yourself in Photoshop. I'm not a big Photoshop guy. The one I currently have, I took and I edited it via Paint. So, but you get a picture file that is going to be your background. So how to add it, you come down here to sources and you click on this plus, it says add, go up to image and name it whatever you want. I'm going to call it background. Click on this browse, and then wherever the file is, I believe mine is in downloads. Ignore all this stuff. I can find it. Maybe not. Where is it? There it is. Sorry about that. Okay. So then you can see how there's this little resizing. You can just like that, you resize it. Now, typically what happens a lot of times is you'll get these overlays where they have this big white space in the middle, and like if you try to put your game over top of it, you can't fit your game where you want it to go. What happens is you either have the game underneath the picture or over top of the picture, and there's no point. Now, how do you fix that? You can right click on background and click filters. Then you want to click this little plus button, and you're going to add color key. Just keep it the same name or change it, I really don't care. Now, custom color. So, okay, so go up here, and depending on what your background color is, you're gonna change the color to whatever you want. So what this is going to do is it's gonna pick all of one color. So if you have all white, it's gonna get rid of all of the white. So if you put text in the top bar, like up here, that's white, and you try to change all the background so it doesn't exist or whatever, all your letters are going to go away. So we're going to go here, and we're just going to click select white, okay, and just like that, it's now, all the white is invisible. Ta-da. So from here, you can, now obviously I have added these, you know, my name and my YouTube and Twitter handle and all that stuff. I did that on the overlay, but there is a way that you can do that on OBS, which I'm going to show you here actually right now. Typically on the bottom part right here, I like to put my sponsors, so I put like powered by, and then I put the emblem of the sponsors. You could put a little banner down at the bottom, like one of those little scroll bars. I can show you how to do that. But first I'm going to show you how to do the like powered by. So you come up here, add, and then text free type 2, and then I'm going to name this powered by. You can name it whatever you want. The name isn't the text though, so you can see it. I don't even know what the hell that says, but so then we just say powered by, and then you can change the font to whatever you want, however you want, and then I don't know if you guys saw me do that down here. Color 1, color 2, select color, you know, just play with it, whatever you like, blah blah blah. Oh yeah, also if you see up here, you have to change both colors for it to actually like do something, otherwise it just stays half white, which is kind of weird. One thing that I personally don't like about OBS is that it has a stupid snap function where it'll snap everything to the bottom, like to the frame, so like it'll snap it like here, and like it's just kind of annoying. If anybody knows how to like fix that and make it not do that, please leave me a comment. I would really love that. It's kind of annoying. So there's that. And then of course, you know, you add your sponsor emblem same way we added the background. You go image, and then let's say no scope glasses, and then now this you'll have to play with a little bit, because there are a couple ways you can do it. Most of my pictures that I'm going to use are going to be of pictures that already have a transparent background. Some of them that you find that you want to use might not, so you can either go through the process of trying to alpha out those particles through Photoshop or something like that, or you can just go ahead and you can try and use another color key like I showed you earlier. You can do that. So I'm just going to add this one sponsor right now. I think you guys kind of get the idea. So yeah, you can put as many as you want there. The next important thing is to get the actual gameplay. Now, if you are using a capture card for like an Xbox or a PS4, this is going to be a little bit different. So since this is going to be a PC stream, I'm going to use display capture, which is actually going to make my video be kind of stupid, but we're just going to say display, and okay, see, it's kind of like freaking out a little bit, and it put it right on top, so you can't even see the overlay anymore. So what do is you right click on display, go up to order, and then click move to bottom, and just like that, now this is kind of trippy, but you can see the overlay over top of the the video captured. Now, if you were to use a capture card, there are two different ways you can do it. In multi-platform, it's a little bit glitchy, but in the regular versions, just go to video capture device, and you would just say capture card or Xbox or whatever, and you can scroll down, Elgato Game Capture HD, blah blah blah, see, just like that. I'm gonna delete that because we're not doing that right now, but that's how you do that. You can add in a webcam if you have a webcam. I don't know what my OBS is doing right now. Alright, sorry about that, guys. I just kind of had a random not responding on my OBS, but it's back now. So anyways, you can add a webcam if you have one. Video capture device, webcam, and then it'll automatically select it. I don't know where it is right now. It's up in the corner. It does this weird thing sometimes where it just like, hold on, what is it doing? What are you doing? What are you doing? Move to top. Okay, I don't know what my webcam is doing right now because it's not showing my webcam. But anyways, that's how you do it. Let's see if it'll work this time. Thinking probably not. Yeah, no, it's... Alright, I don't know what's up with it. Like I said, this one's a little bit glitchy. It does weird stuff like that sometimes. But anyways, you know, there's that, and then you can just stretch it and fit it into this little box that you have on your overlay. Ta-da! Just like that. It's magic. I can't even see my webcam because OBS is being stupid right now. Whatever. I'm just going to remove it because it's bothering me. So there's that. Those are the big things. Now, there are some other advanced techniques that you can use. You can add in, say, like a little alert that like if someone follows you, that'll pop up on your stream. It'll say, thanks so-and-so for the follow, and then it'll have a little graphic. Or if someone donates to you on stream, it'll have a little thing that pops up and goes, hey, thanks for the donation, or, you know, whatever, something like that. You know, something to acknowledge that people are actually interacting with you. Some people like to put the chat in their stream. I personally don't, simply because, as I said, OBS uses a lot of CPU, and you have to keep the chat window open the whole time, which, like, my computer really can't handle anything other than OBS most of the time. So you have to keep the chat window, like, you have to make a pop-out come out off Twitch or whatever, and you actually have to, like, keep that window open all the time. So some people like to do that. And then the other thing, I'm going to do this real quick just so you guys know how to do it. Some people like to add a little banner that scrolls. So here's how you do that. I'm just going to leave this text the same, and then I'm going to copy it and paste it. Now, keep that all the same just for the sake of demonstration. You can see the text. Now, how to add the scrolling thing. You go Filters, Add, Scroll, and then you can just simply adjust. See, now it's going to be set so that there's no scrolling. It's going to be 0, 0. You can adjust it so it scrolls vertically if you want. You can adjust it so it scrolls from left to right or right to left, whatever. And then you can just, ta-da, and just like that, you have a scroll bar now. One thing with a normal overlay is that, like, the reason I don't use a scroll bar on mine is because, as you can see, it's kind of long, and, like, to make it fit inside this bottom portion, you wouldn't even be able to read the text. It's one of those little glitches that OBS has, but, you know, what are you gonna do, I guess. I think I covered just about everything. If you have any questions, go ahead, leave them in the comments. And don't forget, if you enjoyed the video, if you learned something, like and subscribe, guys. Thanks.